We absolutely love Pool Brain. My name is Sharon Birch, and my husband and I, we own a pool service business. He handles all the operations and HR and team management and cleaning pools and equipment and all of the outside stuff, I guess. And I handle the admin software, setup, tech, and QuickBooks. So when we were selecting which pool service software did we want to use, I tested several of them. But for us, especially myself, one of the things that was really important was the scheduling, which they all do, or most of them, right? And then also it was, would they be able to use the software even if a cell signal is low? And this is one of the few that could do that. And then one of the big ones for me is I wanted to make sure that when it synced to QuickBooks, I could be able to set it up in a way that I could pull reports from QuickBooks that would show the full financial health of our business. So yes, PoolBrain does a great job of providing reports that you see the income, you see the cost of goods sold of your products and services. That's all great. Love them. Wonderful. But there's no way that PoolBrain is going to be able to show the complete picture of your business for a business owner. Why? Because there are simply things that do not go through PoolBrain. There's no reason to, such as your annual business registration, if you have service trucks or service vans, the registration for your automobiles, the depreciation, you purchase loans, those types of things, they're not ever going to be in PoolBrain. They shouldn't be. They belong in QuickBooks. So in order to see the full picture of your financial health of your business, your QuickBooks needs to be set up in a way that it makes sense and you can pull those reports. And PoolBrain makes it possible to do that in the piece that syncs with QuickBooks. So this is a quick tip of how I set up PoolBrain so that when I sync it to QuickBooks, and how I set up QuickBooks, that's probably the bigger thing here, that it all makes sense. So first of all, you'll notice that I created categories for the products and services in PoolBrain. This is strategic. And the reason it is here so that when I get over to the QuickBooks side, I can have the matching categories for the products and services, and I can pull reports that I can quickly see how much did I sell in each one of those categories. That's really important information. Now, when you set up each product and service in PoolBrain, again, you can allocate which cost of goods side or the expense side, and which chart of account you're going to use for the income side. And that was one of the key things that was important to me. Rather than lumping it all into one chart of account in the QuickBooks side for the income and for the expenses, which then made it impossible or a lot of work for me to see the reports. So where's the magic? Well, we're going to pop over and you're going to get to see it. Because I have the category set up here, and then because I set up my QuickBooks in a certain way, I'm going to show you what type of report you can get. And here it is. So because of the way that PoolBrain and QuickBooks is able to sync, and because I set up my QuickBooks with this particular list of chart of accounts here on the left, and then the classes across the top, now I can see exactly what's happening in my business. So I'm going to quickly walk through some of these things. First of all, in my chart of accounts, I created not just income, but I split it into labor for pool cleaning service, labor for repairs and maintenance, then the sales of the product income. I split that into sales of chemical income, sales of parts income, and then we lease equipment. So I wanted to see how are we doing in each of those categories. Then by using my classes, I can see that any kind of expense I had on the admin operating side that's not directly related to pool cleaning or pool repair maintenance is going to be over in this column. Obviously, there's no income for admin and operating. But on the pool cleaning service, if it's an expense that's directly related to pool cleaning, it costs me this much to clean those pools, then I want it in this same column. So as I go down this column, I can see exactly what is my net profit or my net loss. So operating expenses for the pool service tools and supplies, the service truck repairs and maintenance, and the fuel. Those are critical pieces. You can't clean those pools without those expenses. So then you go on down and you get to see the net profit or loss. And then we have the pool repair and maintenance. And I just took a chunk of time in January and just so we could have some sample numbers in here, be able to see this. So then we have repair and maintenance income, the cost of the repairs. This isn't looking too good yet, right? And then we keep on going further down. There's the cost of the repair and maintenance. So here's the income that came in. And here's the cost of those parts for the repair and maintenance. Now we're looking good. And that is a positive number. Good thing. By having these other two columns on the right, or three actually, it gives me even more clarity. So we own a building and we own a lot where we park all of our service trucks, where we run our operation out of the office. I don't want those expenses lumped over here. I want to be able to see them either all together or some kind of combination. So by putting my expenses that for utilities and the internet and I said utilities, what else? Insurance, building insurance. I want that in this column. Then I go over to the owner column. This is a column that's not talked about very often. It's that place that, let's say that you went to Home Depot and you purchased some supplies for your pool service trucks, but you also at the same time, you bought something for your home. You need a way to be able to pull that particular piece out of the expense and be able to say that X amount belongs over here, and then the other piece for my home belongs in this column. Now, this is for really your eyes only, the business owner, so that you can see, oh, I see this. I made all of these expenses that really were not needed for operating the business, but they happened in that same credit card expense, right? So this is really important, especially when it's time that you're ready to sell your business. It's one of the main questions that a potential buyer will ask. How many owner add backs are in this? How profitable is your business truly? Can you take out all of those owner expenses? And so we can just see how the business is doing. And so if you're doing it all along, it makes it so great. And then this not specified means, oops, you forgot to allocate it to one of these columns, which means if you have numbers over here, these reports are not accurate yet. So you allocate it correctly from here, make sure this is 0 in this column, and then you know that you can trust these numbers and you can have the reports you need. So thank you, PoolBrain, for making the syncing to QuickBooks detailed enough that I could set up these types of settings so that I could have the reports that I need as a business owner. I hope that helped you out. One of the things that I do is I help other pool service business owners set up their QuickBooks to be able to create these same types of reports. If that interests you, if you need some help, see below. And I would look forward to working with you or just seeing you on the other side. So all the best. And thank you again, PoolBrain.